Hello, everyone. So, we are here again with our Word Without Borders podcast. And today we are going to talk about fun aspects about our lives. So, if you like our podcast and you want to support us, please subscribe, like, and comment and tell us about where are you coming from, where you are zooming from, and it's going to help us a lot. So I want to please introduce Susie and Megan. And so please, Susie, can you start?
Hey guys, I'm Susie. I'll be hosting this podcast, episode 20. So excited to have you guys. I am from originally from Cameroon, but I live in Kentucky, USA.
Thank you, Susan. And please, your turn, Megan.
Hi everyone. Hi Susie. Hi Renata. I'm Megan. I'm based in Cape Town, South Africa. Born and bred Cape Townian, still here, probably will always be here. Doesn't matter where I go, I'll probably always come back to Cape Town. So that's me. Thank you.
And my name is Renata Anderson. I am originally from Brazil and I live in Portland, Oregon, in the US today. So, um, Susie, tell us, oh my God, I cannot imagine how many fun things you have to tell us about you because you are already funny. So,
I don't have a lot of fun. I do everything. I'm the kind of person that if I want to start a hobby, I would do something till I get bored of it. Like I would do it again and again and again and again and again. The same thing. The same thing with food. I will eat the same food again and again till I get bored. So I started painting. Guys, I got on one morning. I was like, I want to paint. So I paint. I actually paint. I have some painting there. I wish I could show you. Maybe I will. And yeah, I play piano. Yeah,
Nice.
and I play
Nice.
guitar and I sing. What else do I? What do I don't do? What I don't know what I don't do. Yeah, I'm still like ready to discover all this passion, which is so fun. But yeah, it's just me, Susie.
thank you, Susie. So, I would love to know more about you, Megan.
Oh, Renata, I don't know if you're ready for this. So I'm one of those people. I always say I will try most things at least once. Right? That's me. It doesn't matter what it is. My daughter is sometimes very grossed out. My daughter's 16 and she's sometimes very grossed out by the types of things that I've tried and done already because I'm like, no, I'm adventurous like that. I'll do most things and probably even more so if somebody challenges me. So I'm one of those people. And I think it's just, for me, the only thing I think where I draw the line is I love food and I love enjoying my food. So even though I will try new foods and I will try most things once, if I don't like it, I won't go back to it. Done. I love sitting down to a plate of food that I enjoy. So that's like a big thing with me. So for example, I've had crocodile pie, I've had cobra, snake pie. I've tried, I don't know if either of you have done this. I've eaten blood pudding
What is
in
that?
blood pudding
Oh,
in Sweden. It's one of the really popular meals, and I believe in the UK as well. And I'm so sorry, guys, it's horrific. It's horrific, but I tried it. I made myself do it because we were in Sweden and enjoying the culture and enjoying the experience, enjoying every new aspect of it. And yeah, I don't think I'll go there again. But I can say I've been there, done that, and I've got the t-shirt, right?
Of
So
your bucket list.
absolutely, it's done. So
yeah.
yeah.
So thank you for sharing. Yeah, I think one funny thing that people don't expect that from me is I started to eat rice when I was 26. Yeah, and like, and people get so surprised because first of all, in Brazil, people eat rice like every day. So
Yes.
we eat rice with beans every day. We eat rice with everything. So,
Yeah.
and people say, wow, why don't you eat rice? There was no rice in Brazil. I was like, no, there's rice every day. And there was no rice in your family? No, my siblings, everybody came to rice. So it was just me.
Wow.
And so it was funny. And people say, but rice have no taste. I was like, exactly because of that. I didn't eat rice. And then I moved to Amazon, to the jungle, and I was like, oh my God, there was so limited options for us to eat. And I started to eat rice. And the way we used to do the rice is with the water from the river. So that was funny too. So yeah. And today I love rice. I was, became normal again.
You're like the normal person that finally discovered that she could be
Yeah,
normal.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
That's just so.
So
You know,
that
there's so many things that people don't expect when they meet you. Like, I think we should talk about those things. Like, the first thing for me is people think I'm a very extroverted person, and I'm like, no. I am the person that like to see people for like 1 hour, and the rest of the time I don't want to see anybody. Like, I just want to be there by myself, like with nobody else. And it's like, is that normal? I'm like, yeah, I kind of want people around me at the same time I don't want anybody around me. Like that feeling, like I can easily speak to people, but I do not enjoy speaking for a long time. I just want to be there, like by
Yeah.
myself.
I get you. I
So I'm
get
very
you.
the introvert that behaves like
Yeah,
an extrovert person.
yeah.
that's
I'm this.
very
I'm this. Sorry, Renatus. I'm
good.
exactly the same as Susie. I can be on my own in a crowd of people and be happy. Um, I was saying to Susie earlier during a conversation, I'm an observer. So I will sit in the airport. I'll have my book. I'll have my music. I have everything, and I'll forget to start reading my book or listen to my music because I'm so busy watching people, right? And I can sit in a restaurant on my own, have my coffee, have my meal, and just watch people. I love it. So I don't mind that people don't come and ask me why am I alone or are you okay, or I don't want them to. I just want to be there and just watch life happen. So that's like one of my favorite things to do. I don't know if that's weird in your book, but I love doing that.
I remember when I was in my 20s, like I used to dance a lot. In my brother was always dating, but he just have like a gap in his life between his ex-girlfriend and his wife. He's married more than 25 years already. But in that time, we used to go dance together. And we were in the bar, like having our drinks and just having fun watching people. Like, look at her hair, look at his shoes.
So
We
judgmental.
had fun all night, just laughing. That's horrible, no? But me and my brother, just laughing about
I
people, and that
I think
was
it's not.
wonderful.
I think it's
Yeah.
not horrible. We do that. We do that. I think everybody with his partner, once you're like with your partner or somebody comfortable, I think that is what the first reaction you do. Not to laugh at the person, just it's just entertaining, like to look at somebody you're like that shoe. I kind of like it. I kind
Yeah.
of hate it. I would never wear it. Like just have this conversation and you start laughing and just being so entertaining in your own corner. I do it with myself. Like I don't even need somebody else to entertain me. I'm just here by myself and I do all the entertainment and I'm like snap out of your head, please. Just snap out. I'm that kind of person that is a lot in her head.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on, and so
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, oh, snap out of your head. You're with people actually try to say something. I'm like, okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Oh, that's so cool. Susie, I know you guys are not going to like me for this, but I'm gonna throw this in here. And I think my friends and my fellow South Africans are going to hate me for this. But I live in Cape Town, in the Western Cape, which is one of the biggest wine growing regions. I don't drink wine. There's something called biltong, so it's similar to what you guys in the States would call jerky, so dried meat, right? And it's a big thing here. It's like really, it's like on your party platters when you're getting together with buddies. It's like part of people's favorite nibbles, and I don't like biltong. right? And then the other thing is I don't drink beer. And so people say to me like, what do you do when you go out? And I was like, there are other things to drink, but I don't drink wine. I don't drink beer. And I definitely don't like biltong. So people look at me funny when they come past me with a platter and they serving me biltong, and I go, no thanks. And they say, yeah, just have some. And I'm like, I don't eat biltong. So I'm like, what? Are you South African? I'm like, yeah. And then they come around and offer me wine, and I go, no, thank you, I don't drink wine. And then they bring me a beer, and I go, no, I don't drink beer either. It's like, I'm almost an embarrassment to South Africa.
They're like, woman, please decide where you belong to because you don't belong here.
Absolutely. Something I feel, oh, and the other thing, oh, my husband's going to love me for this. I'm very patriotic about my country and sport. I do love watching sports, but I don't get rugby, guys. And I mean, South Africa is brilliant at rugby. I know this, but I will watch the big games because there's the spirit, what we call in South Africa, the gees, right? It's the spirit around the game.
Mhm.
I've gone to the stadium before to watch our guys play, and it was brilliant. I screamed, I lost my voice, but I don't like rugby. So it's like just one of those things. I really need to find myself a new home, I think.
Better start looking because they'll come after you. After this video, they'll be like, woman, where are you from? You're not from South Africa. I know, for sure.
But
Yeah, no, it
that
definitely feels like
really
something missing.
that really resonates with me because I don't like soccer games. And Brazilians are crazy about that. And when I
Brazilians.
was a child, I used to sleep in front of the TV in the World Cup, like so boring. But
Yeah.
then I grow up, and the thing that interested me was the party after the game.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
this game is not going to
Yeah.
finish when it's over because I wanted the party. Yeah, but Brazilians are crazy about that. I was like, soccer game again?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
I'm
I
really,
can relate.
yeah, I'm a real
Yeah.
soccer fan, but I have like this whole anxiety going on. So what I do is that I just go peep from time to time and look at the score. I'm like, are we winning? Are we failing? From time to time, but I don't watch the match. I do not. I really don't. Like
Yeah.
I don't have the heart to watch this, so I just like peep from time to time. Like, are we good? Are we good? Are we bad? Are we okay? At the end, we are winning, and I'm like, okay, we won. And I watched the whole match. I didn't. I didn't.
Oh
I don't
my
have the courage
And
to
I,
sit
goodness.
to
I
watch.
think especially when we are outside of our countries, like people like, oh, what is the soccer game? It was like, I don't watch it. Like, because of the stereotypes, they think all Brazilians are crazy about that. And I was like, I am not. This is something that I don't waste my time and just don't care. And I never understood this feeling about supporting a team. And so it doesn't matter which sport. I think if you are a mother or a father, it makes sense to support your kids. But
Mhm.
why I'm going to support people that I never met in my life? I
People are really
I
into
don't
that.
know.
Like a lot of people are really into that. And also we can talk
Yeah.
about like what about the expectation we have towards people. I think a lot of people expect that, oh, because you are the CEO, you have to do like that, behave like that.
Yeah.
Because you are a
Yeah.
woman, you have to do like that. First of all, I broke all the rules. I show you that. First of all, don't categorize me in any of them because before you turn and look, it is somebody else you're looking at. And so can we address that a little bit, because sometimes is if you don't really know yourself, that will become very uncomfortable because they
Yeah.
expect you at that standard, at that place that realistically is not doable. Like people
Yeah.
have to put that in their mind that realistic, that is not even something that can be made and done. So how can we
Yeah.
talk about that? Let's talk about that a little bit. I think that would be very nice.
I
I,
love
I
that.
think what you said is key. Like you have to know yourself, and then you are not affected by that. Like, oh, come with the stereotype that all Brazilians like soccer games and love samba and carnival, and this is for me. Okay, this is this is a stereotype, this is not me, and it's okay, because I know myself and I don't care, so I
Yeah,
think this is the most important thing, like be comfortable in your own skin, no, like
yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
that's
And
for
stop
sure.
having guys, stop having unrealistic expectation. Above being a CEO or a boss or maybe just a woman, we are just human beings above all. So we have our
Yes.
own perfect space, our own imperfect space. I think that's what makes us beautiful. So don't expect me to be that person that will show up every day. That's some days
Yeah,
I would just be there sinking in my bed for no
yeah,
reason. Just having
yeah,
that 1 minute breakdown for no reason. Like you just get up and you're like, I don't want to do this today. Everybody feels that and it's the same.
yeah.
Like coming to that space.
For sure, for sure. I think there are still days that I surprise myself, because it's like, yeah, 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 we're going this way, and then within 5 minutes I decided no, we're actually going that way, and that's what makes my life interesting. That's the way I like it, right? I think sometimes the people around me struggle with it a little, but like I said, I'm adventurous, and if I see something or I hear something or I get invited somewhere or I just like I won't say I go with the flow, but it's like, yeah, why not? Let's try that. And sometimes people look at me like, you just like 2 minutes ago you were sleeping and now you want to skydive. What's going on? Right? That's just like me going, yeah, that's something I want to try. Why not do it now? Let's go. And I'm glad I'm also at that place where I don't care what people think. And it's just like because when you especially female
Mhm.
and you're much younger and going through your teens and you're so concerned about what everybody else is thinking about you and how people are looking at you and do they like you. And I'm so glad I'm over 40 so that I can just go, you know what, I couldn't care, let's just do me.
It's so
And
funny. Yeah.
I love it.
It's so funny you said that at a certain age, me very young, I didn't even care. Like I was like the kind of person I was like, whether you like me or you don't like me, I really do not care. I think I should because the family said you should care. I was like, but I don't. So why do you want me to care when I really don't? Like I would do my thing anyway. Whether you speak to me
yeah.
about it, I'll be the person that will sit and listen. Then the next minute do the exact same thing you asked me not to do. So I was like, why should I say I should care when I really don't. Like very spontaneous. Yes. Like
So
My
bullying
goodness.
doesn't work with you.
what?
Bullying doesn't work with you.
You think you bully me, and the instance you will see that it works, then you next minute you will see me something doing something else there. Like I don't even give you the space to. Maybe you try. You think you're doing it, but actually I just snapped out on you. I'm really not with you right now. Like I'm thinking about I'm somewhere else, totally different, and I'm living in that world. And then you're like, I'm like, okay, well, please come down on earth. You are a human being. You're living on earth. Like some most of the times I have this whole world in my head that is just way far away from everything. And I'm like, okay, you're a human being, come back on earth. There's certain things you have to do as a human being. I was like, okay, but it doesn't
Yeah,
really work.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Talking about bullying, I want to share something that happened with me when I was a kid. We didn't have this word, bullying at the time, and my I have a brother and a sister, and they were pretty good in sports. They always have medals and competitions and things like that, and I was like, oh, this is not my stuff. And we used to go to it's like a summer camp, and they have like a lot of sports like volleyball, football, soccer, blah blah blah, a lot of things. And in the end of this camping, we have the medals, like, and my brother and my sister have a lot of medals and everything. And they gave me a award. The worst kid in the camping was me, and this was my award.
Oh no.
Because I learned that if I was really bad in sports, nobody would ask me to play with them. And if I do like two things wrong. Like the first one is yellow card, and the second one is the red card. And I have like in 5 minutes a red card, and I could leave, the game and go to the swimming pool because that was my goal. And when they give me this award, it was like, I don't care. I was, 10. I spent my holidays in the swimming pool, and that was my goal. And they want me to feel ashamed, and I was like, don't do that with me because that was a choice.
For
So
sure.
that was, yeah.
I think when we are much younger, it has an impact on us. Like, even though we don't realize it, when we are much younger, it does have an impact on us. I think as you grow out of it, and sometimes you don't grow by age, you grow by like faster than your age, you grow by experience, what you go through.
Yeah.
So sometimes I tell people it's not your age that determines your maturity. Not at all. I met
Yeah.
people that were 21 years old and I could have a full discussion with them. And I still met people that are 45, 50, and I still can have a fluent discussion with them. It's like it goes everywhere. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you actually grow and you reach at that point where you understand that really, as an artist said, which I really love, he says, I am like a boat in the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I decide which quantity of water I allow in my boat
There
to
we
make it
go.
sink.
Yeah. I have
So
a close friend of mine. She said that I was born in my 40s already. Because she said, you don't care about that? No, I don't.
it's like
Oh,
things like that. Like
love
you
that.
you are the one that allow these things to hurt you. They can't hurt you if you don't allow it. And
Yeah.
ignoring it is not the way out. It's just like getting to know yourself, and getting to know what you like.
Yeah.
And that is why some people, like, I watch TV show about this blind dating and all this, and people say they have genuine connection in blind dating. I'm like, well, how can you have genuine connection with somebody you don't see? This is where we go far above that. We go about how can I connect with your soul, with the person, and not the physic.
Yeah.
And that is so good. I love programs like that. Like, I watch it all the time. I'm
Yeah.
like, this
Yeah.
is what we
For
need:
sure.
genuine connection that
For
lasts
sure.
longer because the body wears out.
Absolutely. And I want to tell it or not, I don't know if you have this terminology in Brazil or where you or if you've heard this. In our world, it's called being an old soul. And I am completely happy with that. So I see myself as an old soul. I like old music, um, always have. People look at me funny sometimes because of my taste in music, and the older the better. Love it. I'm very nostalgic. So if I believed in past lives, I probably would have been like somebody that came through every era that's ever been, because I just love those times things, and it's not like I've had real life experiences. It's just I'm very drawn to that kind of music, that kind of clothing, sometimes that kind of like the conversations, the books, that kind of thing. So I love that. And I mean, somebody says to me I'm an old soul, I'll go, thank you very much, I'll take that.
That's a compliment.
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's great. Yeah, we have that in Brazil, the old soul. Yeah,
Yeah.
we understand this meaning too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I come from the future, not, not from the past.
Now that was unexpected.
Yeah, like that was like they just pop it out. Like, let me tell you guys, I come from the future.
We understand, guys.
Tell us more about
Yeah,
the
because
future.
like I don't know. I was like, oh, people still in this way. Oh my God, when are they going to wake up?
Well, maybe you are, Renata. I mean,
Yeah.
how picture this? How cool would this be? So, like, yes, Susie trying to get people to have proper conversations with her, like age, like catching up with her, and the people that are ahead of her in age to like come back and like learn these things with me at this age, right? And then there's me that's going, oh, I'm an old soul. And then we have Renata going, oh no, I'm from the future. I mean, come now. That's
Like,
why we can never stop talking, guys.
yes, because it's like something like she brings something from the future, and I'm like, "Ah, I think my age is not my age. I need to grow bigger." Like, and then you're like, I'm from the past, and we are just like, all like, okay, we are from every sector of life, like for the future, the present, and we are done with the past, and then we just having this whole
Absolutely.
conversation, and that's why we really can't stop talking. We can't.
Absolutely. I love that. Love that.
We really have something to say all the time. But it's also fun. Like, what is a fun fact about you? What is something that somebody would never think that you do? Somebody would never think about you, but it's very true. Just like one fun thing
Okay.
about.
Okay. Well, I'm going to throw something in there, and I don't know why this surprises people. The fact that I've got tattoos. So,
In
so,
that
so
Wait, I wasn't expecting that.
oh my goodness, there's another one.
That's
I
interesting.
I've got
yeah.
tattoos, and my first tattoo was I had just turned 40, and that was Susie would love this from me to me gift
Hey,
because
to me.
yes, I always knew my 40th birthday, that was my gift to myself. And I always knew, I've always wanted tattoos. But you know that thing where you go through, like, I don't know what I'd be happy to carry on me for life. And I
Mhm.
just kept rolling it forward. And then for my 40th, I went like, come now. Like, they're not going to be able to find skin to tattoo on if you turn 80 and you're still thinking about this. So I went for my first one just after my 40th birthday, and I went for my second one like within 2 years, and my third one is in the works. It's like, and people are like, "You got tattoos?" And I'm like, "Why is everybody so surprised?"
Because they don't expect it. It's not
I'm like
actually.
I'm a closet rebel, guys.
Yes. And the person in the closet that doesn't like.
So, can we ask where are those tattoos?
I think I did saw some on her shoulder. On her shoulder. She does have one on her shoulder here. And which is very pretty.
She froze.
Yeah, I'll tell you. And what about you, Renata? Tell us something.
I think there is something that people don't expect from me because I have a PhD, but I was a terrible student when I was a kid, and I hated school. So I think people don't expect that.
Uh yes, I think it differs too. Like people don't expect certain things from us, and you're like, yeah, I'm kind of. So I'm very, very into gospel and church thing, and a lot of people don't expect that when the way I talk and the way I do things. They were like, oh, I never knew you were. I'm like, yeah, I'm into that. I really like it. That part of my
Yeah,
person.
I start to understand the meaning of knowledge and study when I was in college, and that's where I already said, oh, I want to learn this. I want to study this. I want to dedicate, my time on this. But when I was a teenager, I have so many other things to do than
Yes.
study. I was like, this is, yeah, I was, I was not interesting. And school was very oppression and timing consuming, and I was like, I didn't like it at all. And it's like, why I have to go to this school? I feel like I was in a prison. It was horrible.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah. And people wanna come back to oh, welcome back. So I was telling Susie that people don't expect that I was a terrible student when I was a kid because I have a PhD. They don't they think I was a good student all my life, and I was terrible, terrible. I
Oh,
hated the
wow.
school. I hated the study. I was like, this is so boring. I have so many other interesting thing to do in life.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when I was in college, much more mature, I started to to understand the meaning of knowledge and have interesting to yeah to
Yeah.
study, and that really catch me. But it was not something that I was born with, because
Okay.
my colleagues from PhD, they were always good students, and I was like, no, that didn't happen with me.
Wow. That's even more impressive. It is surprising to hear, but that's even more impressive that you actually like found your way to a PhD, worked your way to a PhD with that coming with that background. I don't see many people that would do that.
I remember when I was in my master's, I saw someone from school, and I say, "Wow, what are you doing?" And I say, "I'm doing a master's." And he said, "You? I never thought you even finished school. You did college and you're in your master's." I say, "Yeah, people change."
Oh, wow.
Did you?
Wow.
This was a wonderful episode. I think we're gonna talk more in the forward episode. Thank you guys for
Yes.
watching. See you in the next episode. Thank you. This is episode 20. This is a milestone, guys. Thank you for being with us through all these episodes. It's real nice. See you guys. Bye.
Thank
Awesome.
you, thank you. Bye.
We're crossing oceans, crossing skies, lifting each other as we rise. No more limits, no more walls. Together we answer the world's calls. World without borders, we are free, telling the stories of humanity. No more divide, we stand as one. Together, together, our journey's begun.